So, I don't know, y'all. So I always like I want to get myself in the frame, but I know the audio is terrible. So can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you might find you still don't get shit. Y'all know that song? Okay. So,
Yay!
fuck. Hold on. Bruh, I don't even got my cards out. I'm about to unbox some shit,
Yay!
and then yeah.
Hey!
Because I got a new Oracle deck, and I want to show it off. But first, let me. No, you're good. I'm sorry. I was a little bit aggressive with that. I'm
No!
glad you're here and ready. I want to give you a reading. Just give me a moment, because I'm trying to remember how to do this. I don't even know if I like. What are you gonna read? Shit, the music's playing. Oh, I cried.
Oh.
uh, bruh. Yeah, bitch. Okay. Cool. I mean, it's kind of like ruins the surprise, but it's all good. Alright. You're
Yay!
hurting? Oh, damn. That's
Hey!
rough. Hopefully this deck will help me get to the bottom of, like, everything. And by that, I mean it's going to be very much a learning experience for me.
Hmm. Hmm.
I did not equip myself with the tools for this.
No!
But I'm
Hmm.
capable. Wow, look at that. Who needs scissors? Here, Queen of Swords, cutthroat bitch. I know you're hurting, but if it's
Hey!
I'm gonna tap the screen a little bit. I think it's more
Yay!
focused for you.
Hmm.
I'm gonna share it a couple of times with no one. There we go.
Hmm.
Let me win. Don't let them in. Don't let them see. Be the good fox she always
Hmm.
had to be. Okay. We did it. Oh my gosh. Look at that. From Tarot Stack with Love. Actually, let me flip this. Um,
Hmm.
is it? Yeah. I always feel like people can't see. But yeah, from Tarot Stack with Love. So already cute ass packaging. It's got all these things.
Yay!
Pretty scared. You know, I'm a violent
No!
creature.
Hmm.
Oh man, it's so big and heavy. Care about the fucking custodial staff. Knowing me, I'm gonna use this box for something else. Use every part of
Yay!
the animal type
Hey!
shit. Are you excited? I'm excited.
Hmm.
Celestial bodies, bro.
Yay! Hey!
I'm like really excited. As I'm like been really slacking on learning astrology. And so I was thinking of like how I learned tarot. And it was like very much through like just playing with the cards. So I got some astrology cards. And they're really pretty.
Mm.
And it's like one of those things where I was going to get this as a gift for someone else. And I was like, fuck them. I'm the gift. I deserve it. I'm the prize. Well, so they already had enough decks. So I was like, okay, bet. This one's for me. Okay, so it comes with not one, but 2 guidebooks, which is kind of intimidating. But so am I. But look at this box. It's so cool. It's like Rocky Horror, but like evil eye energy. And then it's got like the Stairway to Heaven, which as a disabled person seems like it's not very accessible. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, is there an elevator to heaven? Is there a ramp? And then it has like some writing in here, and it says celestial bodies and my sacred body are one and the same. Nothing truly separates me from the great vast universe and everything in it. Knowing that separation is an illusion weaves me peacefully into the tapestry. Oh damn, this is hot. I feel harmonies. I belong. I matter, and yet I am also more than matter. Oh shit. I am the mystery of the infinite, made of celestial bodies, here for a good while and everywhere for eternity. That's awesome. I love this. And there's like a cool little design in the box. And I'm going to be using the hell out of this booklet. Oh, and it's so useful. Bet. Yeah, I'm going to be learning hard as fuck. I'm going to be an astrology girly in no time. Right now, I'm just a tarot girly. But we're going to merge the 2 worlds. Oh, well. Oh, well. You want to merge worlds with me? Oh, well. They're holographic. Bro. Oh, and the back of the deck is so... Oh, bro. I'm shook. It's got rainbows in it. Hold on. Let me do the fucking dealer school thing. Oh, no. They don't really spread like that. Okay, bet. I'm an adult. How do we... Oh, they're like stiff. I don't know. Ugh. Okay. So they get the TikTok baddie shuffle. Ooh. Oh, that feels nice. People are gonna take these audios out of context, I know. Oh, that feels good. So what is this? Usually when I get a deck, one of the first things I ask it is like, what kind of... What? Bro. I'm wearing a shirt. The fuck? Somebody reported me for nudity. That's crazy. Wearing like 2 shirts. First things that I like to do is ask the deck what kind of messages it wants to give me, and like what kind of stories it wants to tell me. I want one more. Oh. Okay. Because there's a weird guy in here. That's why that happened. Ooh. Okay. So, I don't know if the homie from the beginning was here, but let me do the read on this deck because I'm unboxing it for the first time. I'm going to do my little rituals with that, and then I'll start asking questions. I have my tarot as well. So if you don't mind hanging out, I definitely will get to you. I'll do like a big, like, hey, anybody got questions? And then that'll be the time. But like, I also have to learn how to read this deck, so Let's go. Okay. Virgo air. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. So like if you have patience, I promise it'll be rewarded with like so much accuracy. You're gonna be like, whoa, this is so accurate. And I'll be like, yeah, isn't that nuts? But yeah, I'm learning this. Like I have my tarot, so it'll be a little bit faster. But I don't know. Sometimes the best things in life take a hot minute. So figure with their electrified nervous system on display walks towards a perfectly opening, inviting portal that brings forth daybreak and clarity of mind. Mercury looms low, suggesting a heavy mental influence, which has a deep bearing. Am I on infern? Yeah, which has a deep bearing on the nerves. Yet the mother of innovation awaits at the gate, and endless potential reigns if the grip of perfectionism is loosened. Okay. So yeah, I like this. This like has like the ruler of the card on here and like symbolic imagery. That's gonna help me remember stuff. It's symbolized by I'm not reading that out loud. Virgo collects items, data, experience, sensations. Um, in spite of the great capacity for exploring the world around them, Virgo there sometimes is function between the ego and the ability to express itself. High standards, intellectual, loyal, neurotic, detached. Where do you locate your sense of healing with connection to earth rhythm? I synthesize, purify, and heal. So it has like a mantra and everything in here. So this Virgo is like connected to air, which I did the first part of Simplified Magic, so I know about that, but I really have to like catch up. But air energy, the force of wit, intellect, logic, and mental powers, oriented towards speed, learning, and ideation. So the first energy that I feel like this deck wants to like impart, with that being said, is like it really wants me to like find information, nurture it, get to the root, and like express and share that energy. And then we have sun and water. Like I feel like I know a little bit more about the sun in general, but I'm mostly just kind of like exploring this little book here with y'all. I'm kind of like sharing the experience. Like this is what I would be doing if I was by myself. So also has this orbital period and stuff. Ooh. We tend to think of the sun as this endless source of unimaginable light and heat. And while that's true that this body is immensely vast, hot, and bright, it has its own timeline. It is far beyond our scope of understanding, but our sun and any star has a life cycle. This is what's depicted here. And everything from a black hole to a neutron star, a white dwarf to a red giant. This is the tumultuous cycle of a star's birth and death. Sheesh. I don't want to think about the heat death of the universe, quite frankly, but okay. The sun is a luminary of life force, assertiveness, creativity, and ego. Bold in its assertion of authority, the sun sheds light on the world around us, rendering all facets of life visible and therefore knowable. The sun is Apollonian, rational, and masculine. Without it, always cease to be. It initiates meaningful eye contact. In our natal charts, it's aligned closely with ego identity, a marker of the essence of selfhood that comes through the rest of the chart. Ruler of Leo, exalted in Aries. The sun illuminates and renders all knowable. The sun can be dogmatic, punishing, and can burn us with flaring heat. So let's see. I am the vitalizing force in the world. Light brings warmth and growth. And then it is aligned with water in this pool. Oh, and I like that too. So it has like the different signs that are like related to the element printed on the card. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's gonna be going back and forth with these books, but it's exciting. I don't know, like it's kind of daunting, but like I'm a nerd. It just like I know that I learn in certain ways and modalities, so that like when I find a tool that's gonna like help me actually figure something out, I get like really pumped. But I have to like do it in a very specific way because of the neurodivergence. So water is the element of intuition, emotionality, and unconscious force, healing psychic power and the expression of our feelings, guided by emotion, freezing or boiling or maintaining its liquid state. Water is unduly influenced by its environment and expression of its unique sensitivity. So in light, it connects us to our emotional core, our lived experience through the space of the heart. It's necessary to remember that water shows us the power of flux. In shadow, water may cause us to lose objectivity, focusing on the emotional rather than the practical, or encourage us to fall prey to the cycles of emotional addiction. Oh! Those who lack water will find it hard to connect to their feelings. So, what this is giving is like, okay, so if Virgo Air, the card wants me to like really explore the intellectual aspects of like um, the emotional ego, like how we present ourselves through emotion. Ooh, yummy.
Hey.
And then we have Pluto, Earth in reverse, and Libra. So I'm still like unboxing this deck. And usually what I do when I get a new deck is I like pull some cards to like get a feel for the types of messages the deck wants to give me, so I know when to bring it out, bring it out. It's hard to yell. What's it in your mouth? Everything makes me think of him. Okay. Earth. The element of earth is associated with physical, tangible matters, the body, our resources, our finances, our possessions. It's also the element of the natural world. It's generative, regenerative. We come from the earth, back to the earth we shall return. A sense of grounding, the circadian, the mundane. Practical, foundational, rounded, balanced, tangible. In light, the earth element expresses the lush vitality of the physical experience and the reward of working diligently towards a particular aim. Earth supports us in routine, maintaining physical order. Earth signs know the connection with nature is paramount. Excuse me, I have this energy of being rushed, and I like rebuke that. Individuals with an influence of earth signs in their chart may reflect these qualities. In shadow, the earth element may be fussy, overly focused on details, stubborn or inflexible. I don't know anything about that. I'm a Capricorn stellium, and I can't read all of a sudden. A preponderance for earth in the chart can give a heavy weighted feeling, a rigid orientation to life and its requirements, or an over attachment to the material. A lack of earth may result in impractical nature given to impulsive action without any thought paid to consequence. So what I'm getting here, and the mantras, each thing I touch brings me rootedness, what I touch in deep song. So what I'm getting with this energy is it wants to be a little bit impractical. It wants to be a little bit looser because it's in reverse. And we got Pluto. Orbital period 248 years. Time spent in a sign anywhere from 14 to 30 years, retrograde once a year. The descent into the underworld. You'll see this illustration a few times.
Yay!
The stairs, the red door. Here, the underworld is suggested but not fully depicted in order to provide a sense of mystery and slight foreboding. The spiral staircase downwards presents the dizzying and serious nature of Pluto.
Hey!
The journey here is one of commitment and unflinchingly gazing into the process of life and death. Ooh,
Mm.
spicy. Pluto is named for the Roman god of the underworld. This planet connotates revolution, chaos, destruction, rebellion. Pluto rules Scorpio, the sign of chthonic death. Whew, there was spit with that one. Yeah. Pluto concerns himself with dismantling anything and everything that will not stand the test of time. And chthonic, although people don't really let me define that real quick because this one word that I really like. Chthonic entities have the ability to move above and below. So these are liminal energies. So to say something has chthonic depth means that it's able to transcend all, which is really cool. This is in service of moving things towards their highest and most honorable orientation. The higher octave of Mars, Pluto is an agent of change. Pluto knows that after death there is rebirth and thus pushes us to destroy, evacuate, burn, and tear asunder, all for the sake of cycles of life. After the storm, we rebuild. We are not bereft of tools and resources, but rather equipped from a previous trial. Pluto brings. I didn't read that. I read it out loud, but I didn't receive any of that information. I'm sorry. I have to read it again. Pluto knows that after death there is rebirth, and thus pushes us to destroy, evacuate, burn, and tear asunder, all for the sake of cycles of life. After the storm, we reborn. We rebuild. Ugh. We are not bereft of tools and resources, but rather equipped with wisdom from a previous trial. Oh, yes, it's giving rebirth energy. Pluto brings a fascination with the occult, the hidden, the underworld, the smexual, the taboo. Pluto operates on a psychological level. Yeah, this is fun. Engaging with the caverns of the mind, archetypal resonance, and dream, pushing us to deepen our connection to what lies beneath the surface. In myth, Pluto rules the underworld, which the ancient Romans visualized as a vast forest to deepen our connection to what lies beneath the surface. In myth, Pluto rules the underworld, which the ancient Romans visualized as a vast forest of dark pine trees. In myth, Pluto rules the underworld, which the ancient Romans visualized as a vast forest of dark pine trees. On a deep one incarnations, really is present in an Arctic rainforest, not no, rainforest, a forest full of evergreen. Oh, that's crazy. I really am on my River Styx energy, bro. It's nuts. Pluton meant wealth and richness. Powerful when well aspected, Pluto is always characterized by brooding intensity. There are gifts in dark shadows. There's fertility in the underworld. I'm gonna skip a little bit of. No, I shouldn't. In light, Pluto is attuned to brutal honesty and encourages engagement of truth, depth, and transformation. In shadow, Pluto is destructive, violent, warlike, ruthless, and burns bridges for the sake of power. Mm. So I'm getting with the Pluto in Earth in reverse. It really wants me to think of like a less archetypical sense of power and to like really innovate on that. And my Pluto placement is in Aquarius, so it definitely inspires me to think about things and manage power in a less typical way. I think it really wants to like have more of like more airy fluid sense of energy, especially with Libra coming out as well. I know that's an air sign. Ugh. But like the energy in me that doesn't want to sit down and read is like getting on my nerves right now because I want this information. Oh, always in a battle with myself, bro. Like, let me win. We can all win together. In here. That's crazy. I can't believe somebody was like, yeah, the fuck? God forbid I have a human anatomy. Okay, so in divine sensual balance, what goes up must come down. Lush Venus curls herself in the background behind pink clouds and lotus-bearing lily pads that act as a soft staircase both towards the heavens and back to earth. The emphasis here is always on what is being felt and how to weigh it justly and eternally. The dawn and the night do their dance and are inspired by each other. So the ruler is Venus, the triplicity is air, the quadruplicity is cardinal, and the duality is masculine. And I'm not really sure what that means. The seventh sign of the zodiac, Libra, is symbolized by the golden scales hanging in balance. This intellectual air sign is ruled by love goddess Venus. A heightened sense of aesthetic beauty comes naturally to Libra, and they strive to be perfectionists in their chosen realms. Some Libra focus on their material aesthetics, others on the body, others on cultivating a I'm getting deja vu, far-flung and famous social circle. Regardless of their predelications, there's an element of obsession that runs through Libra's veins. As Venus stokes their imaginations, driving them towards the expression or pursuit of beauty. Like Taurus, also ruled by Venus, Libra prefers careful deliberation before making conscious choices. This may lead to stalled action or indecision. A tendency to be so many versions of themselves, to spreading themselves too thin socially. A love of luxury, but a commitment to justice. A drifting, daydreaming mind. A sexual urgency. Obsessions with control that are kept secret. A steadfast focus on relationships. Flirtatiousness and new ideals all come naturally to Libra. The third cardinal sign after Aries and Cancer. Libra initiates matters of partnership, compromise, and justice. Balance, beauty, justice, harmony, arbitration, marriage, compromise, surfaces. In light, Libra listens carefully, seeks to reconcile differences, and moves in services of beauty and harmony. In shadow, it can be indecisive, insecure, and divided against itself. Where do you seek balance? Okay, so let's bring that all together. So with Earth in reverse, Libra, and Pluto, I think it's like we're like trying to come in it, especially with air and Virgo being the previous energy. It's like kind of like coming to the sense of balance with like the sense of self-discovery in the delegation of power. Bro, I don't even know what that word means type. But in the deliberation of like power and strength, it should be something that is more like ethereal and otherworldly, but also balanced. So we're not like losing a sense of self in that. It's giving this like pursuit of finding justice, right? The combination of all these things. and like with the sun and water being like flexible with it and letting the ego kind of be flexible. Astrology's nuts, bro. And then we got Venus and Mars, which is cute. It's like a little conjunct moment. Oh, this deck is gay. Respectfully. No worries. You're still here. That's cool. Venus upright and Mars in reverse. I have this conjuncted in my chart. That's why I'm such a delicate little doll. That's why I'm such a fragile. That's why I'm a monstrous adorer. That's why you have to put me in a cage when I have a crush on someone. Not literally. Unless. The polarity is negative. Oh, man. So let's start with Venus. And then I'm going to, like, do Mars. And then bring this all together. And then get lunch, I think. In one only human depictions in the deck, there are gestural female forms emerging from portals made from Venetian fluorite. They are languorously basking in the glow of the planet Venus. Venus. Got a little Urdu vibe with that, providing providing an environment of sensuality and the foundations of love. Bro, I'm shaking. Look at that Twitch going. And I'm not talking about the purple site. So, orbital periods 225 days, 30 days in each sign, retrograde every 18 months. Venus' name derives from the Roman goddess of love, beauty, harmony, and material comfort, luxury, glamour, warmth, flower, mirror. It all swells out of Venus. Goddess of surfaces, sensual and socially attuned. Venus rules over Taurus and Libra. Venus guides us in practices of cultivating passion, as well as taking stock of resources, touch, taste, sight, hearing, and scent. These are influenced by our Venus placement, and her movement through the 12 signs indicates an array of sensual orientations. Venus in our natal chart indicates how we express love, how we seek pleasure, what passion looks like to us, and it also indicates how we value the material and what we hold dear on a physical level. So it's about sensory experience, passion, romance, material well-being, values, resources, glamour, luxury, perfume, mirrors, velvet silk, libido, art, elegance, and form. Venus stations retrograde. I'm not gonna look at that. I'll look at retrograde for Mars because it's in reverse. Venus promotes harmony in life. It enables us to connect through the body and stokes appreciation of form, art, and values. In shadow, it can bring superficiality and obsession with the material at an expense of what lies beneath the surface. All of a sudden, my lisp came out. This is weird. My love and body are the highest art. It rules Taurus and Libra, and it falls in Virgo, exalted in Pisces, detriment in Scorpio and Aries. And then we have Mars. Orbital period is 687 days. I was also wondering about that, like how rare it is for Mars and Venus to be conjunct. Because then in that case, it's kind of like a sense of magnetism that draws me to people who have the same placement. The tone of this Pisces, confrontational, sharp, dizzying, and stark. There are many stairways that lead to unknown places, hinting at the swiftness of this planet's actions. The rather psychedelic landscape inspires within represents the intoxicating nature of our emotions and the undulating force of woohoo and the landmine effect of how anger might turn to resentment and resentment to triggers blowing up in our faces all the time. Fierce Mars is named after the Roman god of war, conquest, and spectral force and domination, action, determination, competitiveness, and physical power radiate from this planet. Brave and headstrong, Mars rules Aries, Scorpio. Mars reflects to us our styles of combat. Um, and how we contend with conflict. Our tempers, chosen weaponry, and sense of powerful embodiment derive from our natal Mars. Um, in retrograde, I'm going to read this because it was in reverse. Mars stations retrograde apparently once every 2 years. When this occurs, Martian manners are brought to a standstill. We might feel as though we are unable to make headway with issues that require strength. Energy is lower, libido quieter. This is a period when we reconnect with our sense of strength and bravery in our lives. Are we fueling fires for our aligned purpose, or are we thrashing perceived enemies, burning bridges without care? How do we use our Martian power? All of this is brought up for consideration with retrograde Mars. Look to the sign Mars station retrograde in and find that house the sign rules in to understand the environment you're being asked to reassess for this time. So in light, Mars is brave, extroverted, progress-oriented, and energized. In shadow, Mars is ruthless, domineering, violent, and cruel. Look to the sign. See how you exert combative force. How do you define bravery and conquest? And from my chest radiates flame, I am my own warrior. Exaltation, Capricorn, fall in Cancer. Okay, so with Venus and Mars in reverse coming out together, that really talks about like how do we acquiesce when it comes to love, like what compromises are required for us in conflict in order to align ourselves with beauty. Dang, this deck is deep as hell. It's gonna take me 8 hours to do any reading with this. Let me pull out one card for this hell. So bring it all together. Bro, I need flashcards for these cards type shit. This is crazy. Alright. So let's see. I think the Venus and Libra was in alignment here. This was with this. Okay. Don't overthink it. Just feel it. Be intuitive is the message I'm getting from my guides. So it's going to be like an intellectual exploration into the nature of ego and how it fluidly moves in regards to power dynamics and peace. This deck wants to find ways to like resolve balance, insecurity, and love. And how we can express that fluidly. Especially when it comes to unconventional ways of exerting power. This ain't gonna play around, bro. I feel smart as shit. I'm putting this thing away. I don't even much. This is definitely going on YouTube, bro. I had to think too much for it not to. But yeah, I'm so glad I got this deck. If you want to pick it up, please use my link. And if you're on the live right below, if not, it's in my showcase. Baby girl get $3 off of that shit. Thank you so much for Tarot Deck for like sending this to me, even though I had to pay full price for it. Well, I didn't have to. It was on sale on the TikTok shop actually. It was like one of those deals for you things, so I got it like 50% off pretty much. Because I'm a smart and savvy shopper. Yeah, I don't feel like doing a reading. That was a lot. But yeah, I might be back on later for a reading. I won't. I'm not gonna do it. I will post some of the personal readings from the last Zero Live I did, and hopefully that'll resonate with people. Because that shit drained the fuck out of me. Yeah. Much love, y'all. We'll catch you later.